Venus.com, and today I'm speaking to you about Saturn through the 12 signs of the zodiac. Now, Saturn is really a very important energy signature in your natal chart because this is the place where you have the most restrictions. Where whichever sign it is in, whatever house it is in, whatever placements it makes, you can piece together the whole story. And over there, you will see that it's like nothing works. But when things start working, then you realize that it is just the way it's meant to be. Saturn is about mastery, self-actualization, okay? And even look at the sign, it rules Capricorn. And Capricorn is about mastery not only of the 3D physical world, but also of oneself. Because Saturn is ultimately our greatest ally. Till we are about 29, 30, and we've not had our Saturn return, and Saturn's not really touched us in a big way. Uh, we just go about life, experiencing, growing, learning, and then suddenly this moment happens, and it's our Saturn return. And nothing in the world that we could have done actually would have prepared us for this moment because nothing can. This is karmic, and this is about reaping what you've sown, so you can't avoid it. About reaping what you've sown, so you can't avoid it. Now, as you see that things get easier with all these restrictions you feel where Saturn is placed, and you will see that there will be tangible booms with Saturn. There always is. Because once you've perfected the always is. Because once you've perfected the lesson, okay, even lesson sounds very crude here. This is not like Saturn is some extraneous influence trying to judge you. Saturn is a representation of our karma, okay, of our maturity. In the Jungian archetype, Saturn is the wise old man or a teacher. In Tarot, it is the hermit card. Okay, so Saturn in Taurus. Taurus is about money and finances, ruled by Venus. Saturn is the great malefic. It's where we set boundaries. Even in the human form, Saturn rules our bones, our teeth, our skin, our hair, everything that gives form or gives boundaries. Even the icy rings around Saturn are a symbol of boundaries. Now, karma has uh, put you in a situation where everything's come to a screeching halt, and you are standing and you have to listen to what Saturn is saying. That is your Saturn return, and Saturn is this a conscience inside of you. It's your higher aspirations. Why Saturn in Vedic mythology, black Shani? It's because black is the great abstraction, the great void. It's from where time originates. Saturn has an association with Father Time. It's also how we use Saturn. Taurus uses time by material amalgamation of goods, of finances, of bonds and stocks and shares. So, the greatest wound, the greatest challenge that Saturn will pose here will be the Taurus individual not having enough money. Okay, because Saturn and Taurus wants money, wants safety before anything else. Okay, nothing makes them happier than knowing that they have a retirement fund, a trust fund, whatever funds, and this and that, and homes and cars and yachts if they can afford it, to be comfortable. And Saturn here can pose problems about that, okay? It can even pose problems about the way one perceives art in life, because Taurus is also about art through that Venus. So Saturn here can be restrictive in the first formative years, 29, 30, of how do you understand what's beautiful. Do you stay with tradition? This is very traditional placement. Taurus is fixed earth, feminine, very traditional. Likes to uphold everything that they get from their ancestors. It's not because they don't have the imagination to move on. It's because they understand that these things are tried and tested, and they don't really want to waste time by trying new things. They're like, okay, this is what works and this is what I'm going to do. This of course is energy works both ways, can be good, can be bad, can be ugly. It completely depends on you, how you use this Taurian fixed energy and how you move with Saturn's fixed energies. So boundaries on your finances will only probably you will realize, okay, this is not the life I want, this is not the kind of money that I want, and you're 29 and you're 30, and then you do something to successfully change it. Saturn in Taurus gives you endurance, gives you the power to continue and not change your mind, and like start something today and start something tomorrow and not complete anything, put money in X project, Y project, and not see the fruits of anything. That's not Saturn and Taurus. Saturn and Taurus is about uh, calculated, methodical, analytical approach to finances. And they may feel guilty about all these finances that they have. They may put money in charity because they feel guilty. Because Saturn also has this, our phobias, it's Saturn. The guilt that we have, the traumas that we have generated by just carelessly disregarding Saturn's lesson. So the Taurus individual needs to be open and needs to understand that life is not just about procuring. Because if that's what you've learned through your first Saturn return, second Saturn return, suddenly when you're 60, all you'll have is money. And is that going to make you any happier? It's lonely at the top, blah blah blah, okay. But think about it, it is really lonely at the top. And Taurus needs connection. It's a very central earthy sign. It wants to touch, it represents the physical body and earth. So here Saturn can help foster a very close karmic relationship with the earth. You can become an environmentalist, okay, depending on which house it is in. You can publish about it, if it's your ninth or third house. You can really connect to the pulse of Gaia or the pulse of the earth. Taurus is the earth, the physical body. So you may even have problems with your body in the first 30 years of your life. Taurus is also the food we eat. So occasionally you may feel guilty if you eat too much, because Taurus, whatever sits in Taurus, it likes to be fed, it likes to eat. Okay, and everything is about balance. And for a Taurus individual, it is Saturn who's come to your whichever house it is in, so that will tell you the karma you are um, to glean from this. Saturn's here to tell you that it's necessary to stop somewhere. Taurus wants to acquire, expand, acquire, but Saturn will put the gear. Okay, if put the brake gear, yeah, put the brake. Okay, so that was a bit about Saturn in Taurus. Hope you liked that video as much as I like making it for you. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and visit my website www.tinahills.com and check out every single video I've made, and let me know. Thank you.